All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. There's a wall there, right?
Watch twitch.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7.
3 down, 3 down. 43, 43.
Motion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Check motion.
Yellow. Right side.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Yellow. Come on, 80.
Check 53.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Easy.
It's our field. Or fix. Hey, it's our house.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey,
15.
Say.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get ready. Wall. Get wall.
Attack.
51 the mic. Get the ball.
Yellow.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Able to find Switzer. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
got a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Yellow. How's the blue lane?
Here's Mahomes to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Let's go.
Ready. Set. Ready.
Mike 51. Here we go. Watch.
Gun.
Play strong.
Ready.
Now Newton on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. 15. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and now it's third down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
15 mine. I got 15. 15 mine. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Exit.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Running with Kamara. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Seven, our score after one.
Yellow.
first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Mike 51.
Hey, Ripple, hey, let's go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go, D.
Mahomes to throw once more. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son.
8.
Mike.
8.
51. I smell.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in, but when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Clement. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
3 down, 3 down.
Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Newton. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bravo! 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Let's go, baby! Let's
Yellow. Let's go, blue lane.
53, Mike 53.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This will be, 38 yards out. And the kick by Butker is good. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
51, Mike 51.
20.
Check.
On second and 9, Newton. Jones has it. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw again. Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get that ball. 51 to Mike. 8. Here I come.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check safety, check safety.
Yellow.
Switch.
Safety, yellow. Come on, baby.
They run it again with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. Yellow.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the pass. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Fight on these two.
53 to Mike. 50.
By 7, let's go.
Coming out to you.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the shift.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. First throw now for the backup, Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
20.
Watch the whip.
Throwing again. Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Great.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Cut.
Go, Mike.
20.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Get in the weight room. Go. 53 is the mic. Gotta do better.
15.
Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes
Yeah, let's go 7.
dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
15.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
You ain't going no two, fellas. Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
I color.
53.
Nice hit.
He'll look to throw. Sione Taki in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, check.
Throwing is Newton. The 20, caught by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Clement. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. One more time with Clement. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Yo, check the gun. It's a safety crease.
They will run with Clement, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Undercrunch. Check. Fresno.
Watch out. Check 99. Check
Newton takes it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Kill. 49. Check 49. Kill. Correct. 6 guys. Check 43.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Slam. I got it. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On the ground, Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
53, check 53. Charlie.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Nice, sweetheart.
Yellow.
Tight.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Newton going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all three timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those three timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. Looking left side, and it's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Browns will use the first of their three timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Newton. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Yellow. On the line.
Double time, double time. Four down. Alert.
That's it.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.